Today, we are going to look at how the Denver Nuggets dominated their way to the NBA Finals and ultimately an NBA championship. They lost a mere total of 4 games in their entire playoff run, and 2 of them being to their second round opponent, the Suns. We're going to look at what they did to accomplish each of those dominant victories in the playoffs and why they are the best team in the NBA this year. The first one we're looking at is the Nuggets versus the Timberwolves. So the key thing about the Timberwolves is that they wanted to make sure Jokic got established one-on-one. So despite the Timberwolves having 2 bigs, having Gobert and Cat, they wanted to make sure that Jokic was a dominant force in the post right away. Not only this, but we can see that especially whenever Jokic got a guard switched on him, that was going to be a major mismatch, and the Timberwolves had that happen essentially quite a few times where they just got missed up in transition. The other area is because Jokic is such a good passer and because you have shooters spacing the floor, the moment that you try and provide a little bit extra help for Jokic, he is going to find shooters on the outside, and that is the ultimate complement that Denver provides. On the defensive side of things, because they're able to help off of non-shooters, especially with teams that have people that shoot below 33% from perimeter, they're just going to help off and they're going to force the wrong shots at the right times for Denver. Then moving to the Suns, and I think there's an argument to be made that the Suns were actually like the second or third best team in the NBA because they're the only ones that really gave the Nuggets any trouble whatsoever. The main reason the Suns gave the Nuggets a little bit of trouble was because they were able to score on their end of the offense. But that being said, the Denver offense themselves is probably the best in the NBA. And one of the reasons is because they have shooters like KCP that are able to knock down shots. If you sag off a little bit, Denver will make you pay from the outside. They did this routinely in this series by shooting great looks from the outside and open looks from the outside. Then moving to the Lakers. The Lakers, again, we can see the notion of forcing the wrong shots by the Lakers, and that allows the opportunity for the Nuggets. The single best examples of these are the Nuggets looking to push the ball in transition. They attacked in transition constantly in this series. They took advantage of the weaker defenders. They went right after them, and because Denver is full of essentially young athletes that can also shoot, they're so forceful in transition, along with the idea that Jokic can just grab the ball and go, creates opportunities. Aaron Gordon just runs through defenders if you do not meet him aggressively with essentially a physical defender. So then every time Denver forced one of these difficult mid-range contested shots, they used it as their advantage to look into transition to create even more offense. So their defense, first off, notice how they're sagging aggressively off the non-shooters. They do not care. Just let them live out there. It doesn't matter. Let's attack on the other end by forcing a bad shot. And then finally, we move into the Heat series, and this is a combination of the things we talked about earlier. So the first area is the fact that they have opportunities on the inside created against the Heat because they have to respect their shooting on the outside. So that allows Aaron Gordon, who is such a physical athlete, just to dominate the smaller guards in these situations. And Miami had to go small to try and compete with Denver's scoring, and Denver punished them on the other end simply by letting Aaron Gordon and Jokic just go to work against smaller guards every time they got matched up on them. Every single time. So here we can see Jamal Murray calls up for a screen from Jokic, and Jokic just literally points at Aaron Gordon and says, nah, there's a bigger advantage right there. Let's just keep it simple. And then on defense, we can see the same area is they want, even though it's an open shot, they want the wrong people shooting the right shots. They want Bam Adebayo shooting mid-range jumpers. That is not Bam's strong point. So all in all, this is how Denver came to be such a dominant force. They ran through the majority of the NBA, but I was happy to see Jokic have a great season. I'm happy to see the Denver in general, the way they constructed their team, put together so well. Shout out to Coach Malone, all of them. A wonderful season, and congratulations to the Denver Nuggets.